Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. All right, I got a few things going this evening. I finally saved up enough to get my turtle mold from Sheila at Reptiles and Resins. She made this mold. I've been wanting it for so long. Finally got it. It came in right before Christmas and I just now got back and I'm going to pour this. It's going to go into layers because it's a huge mold. I'm excited and we're going to be doing that. Plus I've got um, a new little, this is a plumeria flower mold from JulieArt.com. And these are three little baby snails. Those two and this turtle here are from JulieArt.com. Then I got this one. It's from the Zuri. It's a matte mold, but it is a horse that I'm hoping that's going to turn out really good. So we're going to be doing these today and seeing what we get. Right now, I'm going to be, I'm adding some color to a little bit of resin. I'm adding Bombay blue, Bombay ink blue to this. I put one drop in here. And then to this one, I'm going to be adding some, this is from Couture Creations Alcohol Ink Shamrock Green. Let me shake that up a little bit. I'm going to put 2 drops in there. And see what we get. Probably going to add a little more on that green. Yeah, we're going to need some more on that green. I think we're going to put about 3 more drops. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's still very, very light. Ugh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to put 6 more drops. Now we're getting it. Now it's coming up to the green that I want. All right. So for this, get this out of the way. We're going to be doing this blue. And I'm going to pour a little bit into this mold here. And a little bit of green. And let it go. Just let it ride. I think we'll pour these little turtles, these little snails. In the green. We'll let them sit for a little bit and see what. But I want to get this. blue moving in with this green. And we are using some new resin that was sent to me to try. It is the Bondcraftor resin, epoxy resin. And I've been excited to try this. I'm really liking the consistency and the thickness of it. And I purposefully did not put it through my vacuum chamber because I wanted to see how it does on its own with removing bubbles. So we're going to see. All right. Now, okay. Now with the turtle, we're going to be putting clear resin in the first layer. And I'm not going to be filling it too full. I'm just going to put a little bit in there. Sorry about the noise. I needed a, okay. Now, on this, we're going to move this out of the way. Put this back to the back. And on this plumeria flower, I'm going to be, I think I want to put it a little bit of some white. And we're going to use this eye candy Haiku Gone White. It's a little shimmery. It's very pearlescent, very beautiful white. But you got to stir those micas in pretty good though. And we're going to pour that into this plumeria flower. Let's make sure We're getting it all down into every little nook and cranny in there. Pour a little bit more in here and then get the rest of the white out of there. Start to fill that up. All right. Okay. Now for this guy, we're going to pour him clear. I think. You know what? Let's give him some color. This is Nick Pro Brown. We're going to give him a little bit of color. Because I think that what I want to do after I get demold him is to take my metallic markers and give the highlights. I'm moving this away from that mold because it's trying to, that Nick Pro powder is going everywhere and I don't want it to go into my turtle. I'll show it to you before we pour it. Beautiful brown. I'm really liking this Bondcraftor resin. It's very easy to work with. The bubbles come out of it very easy. So yeah, I'm getting very impressed with the way that it works. So we're going to see what it does when we demold it, but I'm getting impressed with the working of it so far. So we shall see once we demold it how well pushing all that resin into these little nooks and crannies. And I think we need a little bit more resin into that one. I don't know what's in there. I haven't never poured these little turtles, so I don't know what's in there. So I'm going to put this in here to make sure that I'm not missing anything in there. Or hopefully if I need to get rid of any bubbles, they're going to come out. We will see. But we'll finish filling that up. And there we go. All right. Put that over there. Okay, I think that everything else is full. And then this. So I'll find something to put this extra in, and then we'll come back when it's time to demold. See you then. Hello everybody, and welcome back to my channel. All right, looks like we're ready for part 2. We're going to demold a few of these, but first off I want to get these done. So I want to pour a little bit of this resin in here. And we're going to use some more of this Hakugan White from Eye Candy. Get this stirred up a little bit, mixed in. Very pretty. All right, and we're going to pour this into this mold. And let it go where it wants to go. Make sure it goes over there. All right, let's see. We got a couple more turtles in here. I think that I can put this resin in here. And I think that went down a little bit, so let's put some more in here. Oh, I'm making a mess. But that's usually me. I'm a mess maker. For sure. Okay. So we'll get this done. Okay, now this, I've put in some shells and a starfish into this one, and we're just going to pour that over that to where we can I don't want them to float, but I want them to be sort of like tack weld into place. I think that ought to do it. I'll give that a couple of spurts because I see a bubble in there. Let's see if I can get that out. Here we go. Okay. We'll let that sit for a while. And let's see, we have some extra resin. So let's add a little color to it. Let's put some grape in it. This is Sigwong grape. Add that in there and mix up just that little bit of resin we have left. I want to get it out of the way. And we're going to pour it into this just to get rid of the extra resin. Waste not, want not, right, guys? This stuff's too expensive. Now, my studio was a little cold this morning, and instead of heating up the resin, I did run it through the vacuum chamber to get rid of the bubbles. And I have to say, I'm very impressed with this Bondcraftor resin. The bubble chamber only had to do it one time, and it didn't even take 5 minutes. All the bubbles were totally released from this resin in 3 minutes. So I'm getting very, very impressed with this Bondcraftor resin. And we're fixing to see a finished product from it. So let's get on with that. All right, got that out. Get the stick cleaned off. All right, and put a little alcohol in there. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to demold. First off, we're going to demold this horse. I've been anxious to see what it's going to look like. Okay, y'all ready? Oh, look at the intricate detail that it, and that resin sure held that beautiful brown. I'm impressed with this resin. Very much so. And this is the plumeria flower from Juilliard. We're going to put the color in the middle of it, but I got no air bubbles Nope, I got one tiny bubble right there. Now we're going to see what these snails look like. I have no idea what they're going to look like. I hope that I don't have any. Oh, cool. They're so tiny. And we have the antennas. We didn't lose them. Yay. How cute are these tiny little snails, and they're so detailed. Can you see the detail in that? These are adorable. Uh-oh. We're missing the antenna from that one, little guy. So you have to be careful with the antennas on this little mold, or you definitely lose it. But we got it on that guy. We got the antenna on him. But they're so tiny and so detailed. So cute. Those come from JulieArt.com. She has some of the most beautiful little molds that I've gotten from her. So go check her out big time. And then we got a little bird. All right, so the rest of it's going to be a wait and see. We will do the embellishment on these after we wait and see on the other ones. So I want to take that off of that nib there. I might have to just drill that out anyway, because I think I've got some overflow on him. Okay, so anyway, all right, now for this, these are really cool little, I got introduced to these little things by Marvelous Artsy Marva. They're straw covers that you glue together and put on your straw. They're so cute. And this resin I did not put through the bubble chamber, but as you can see, it is crystal clear. So I'm very impressed with this Bondcraftor resin. It does, I mean, there's no bubbles in that, guys. Just clear. No bubbles. Not even any micro bubbles in there. I'm really impressed with that. Real impressed with that. And these, you glue them together and they go on your straw. Very cute. This little mold was very cute. Thanks, Marva, for turning me on to that little mold. But like I said, I'm very impressed with this Bondcraftor resin so far, guys. I mean, it gave me intricacy that's really beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, so when this gets done, this big turtle, we'll have one more layer on him, and then we'll demold him. So y'all stick around for all the stuff to come. I'll be back. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Okay. So we are down to the wire here. I'm making up some blue resin. To finish off my turtle. All right, we're going to take some of this Let's Resin Interference Blue, and we are going to brush it into this mold. All right, now I'm going to take this and get rid of the residue. We're going to get rid of anything that's in there, and then we're going to take a clean brush and burnish that into there. All right, we're going to see what that does. I'm almost very tempted to put this in the vacuum chamber because it does have quite a few bubbles in it. So let me run this through the chamber and I'll be back. Okay, so we've got this run through the vacuum chamber, and we're just going to pour this in here now. All right, not going to be enough, so we're going to pour some of this other in there. right, I believe that's enough. Now we're going to pour the rest of this and make a two-tone bird. And I'm probably going to have a little bit more left. So we're going to find something else to pour it into. I believe I have another little bird here. All right. I can't wait to demold this turtle and see what we get. I hope it comes out okay. I've been so excited to get that turtle after all this time. So we shall see. Now, let's demold this guy. And see what we get. All right. You ready? Do you see the holographic? Is that got cool? That turned out gorgeous. Beautiful. And only have just a little bit of tidying up here. Do it while it's soft and it's not so bad. This is gorgeous. But this is a mold that I got from JulieArt.com. You need to go check out all her little molds. She has some of the really cutest molds. And she's very reasonable on her prices for being handmade. I've never been disappointed by one of her molds. And she's always included something. You don't have to buy a certain amount of them. You don't have to spend your life savings on everything. She doesn't require you to take a loan out just to be able to buy molds and to get something that she's some little something to show sign of appreciation for continued support. So she always sends me some little something in there for a freebie, but her molds are impeccable. So go check her out, JulieArt.com. I love that. That is so cool. Beautiful, beautiful. All right. So we're going to come back and we're going to get this big daddy out of here when he gets through. We're going to turn on the heat mat and get him going. And get that going, and then we'll come back when that's done, and I'll see you then. Okay, everybody, welcome back. I did put my plumeria a little bit. The next one I make is going to be yellow with a little bit of pink on there, but I love that little mold. Okay, Now it's time to see this guy and what he looks like. I hope he come out. I'm going to have to bring him to me, guys, because he's really big. He's big. All right, here we go. He's out. He has a few bubbles. That's okay. Look at that. I love it. Even with the bubbles in there, it makes it look like it's underwater. The mold is a little bit matte right there for some reason. I don't know why, but that's okay. I like it. That's a big turtle. It's a very big turtle. Well, there he is, guys. I'm very happy with him. Let's see if we can get this bird out. And I'm very happy with that Bondcraftor resin. That was the main thing that I was doing, was testing that resin out, and I am very impressed with it. I I like the ease of it. It doesn't have any odor, and that first batch that I did, these guys, I didn't put in the vacuum chamber, and I didn't get a bubble one in there. So I was very, very impressed with that. And as you can see, I don't have any bubbles in this guy either. I mean, you might not be able to see it as well as I can. I don't know if I can light him up enough to where you could see that he doesn't have any bubbles in him at all, even in his tail. So I'm very, very impressed with that resin. Again, it's Bondcraftor 1-to-1. It's crystal clear, and it has no odor. I mean, I didn't smell anything. Self-leveling, fast curing. So yes, I was very impressed with it. The next thing that I'm going to be trying with that on the next video is that they also sent me some Bondcraftor UV resin. I'm going to enjoy making something with that. I have some little lanterns that I want to put some stuff on, and that's what I've been using as UV resin to do it. So we're going to try it out on that. So look for that video next up. All right, everybody. Well, if you're new to my channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're a return, thanks for sticking with me. I really appreciate all of the people coming back and staying with me and supporting my channel. I went out of town for the holidays, so I didn't get to do any videos. over the holiday. But now that I'm back, we'll definitely. And he didn't have. He's got the two big ones, and I lost the two little ones. That's okay. I can live with the two big ones. All right, y'all. Anyway, so we'll get busy again. So look for the next video, and we're going to be using the Bondcraftor UV resin and see what we can do with that and see how it performs. I'm anxious to see. But I really like the turtle mold that I got from Sheila over at Reptiles and Resin. Thank you, Miss Sheila. I really love the turtle. I'm going to try to make the next one. I'm going to put some lights in him. I think he would be pretty as a night light. All right, so we'll see you from then. Remember, everybody, there are blessings everywhere, but if you haven't found one, be one. See you next time. Bye.